Yes, sir mga kaibigan! Our topic for today is ancient education. In primitive period, the education is acquired through enculturation, which is the process of cultural transmission. Primitive education aims to help a primitive person in learning his culture, developing his behavior in the ways of adulthood, and guiding him toward eventual role in his society. The purpose of primitive education is to guide children to become a good members of their tribe. The Oriental education system started from China during Shang Dynasty. In this period, there are three types of education. The first one is home education, where the boys are more important than girls. For example, the wife exists only for the comfort of her husband, and when she abuses her husband, she will be punished, but an abuse from her husband is not punishable. The woman's primary duty is mostly at home, and that is to bring up her child by instilling the two cardinal Chinese virtues, and that is obedience and politeness. Children in most of ancient Greece started their education at age 7. In Sparta, boys were given military training from ages 7 to 20 to prepare them for service in the army. Girls also were required to train physically. They believed strong women produce strong babies. In Athens, poor children did not go to school. They were needed around their homes to help their family make a living. Middle-class boys might go to school for only 3 to 4 years. For their lesson, the students use a wax-covered board with a stylus to carve out letters in the wax. When completed, the wax was smoothed again and reused. The subjects they learned were reading, writing, basic math, music, and physical training. At the age of 18, most boys were required to join the army for 2 years of training. After military training, boys from wealthy families studied under a sophist, known as a wisdom seller. A sophist charged a fee to teach subjects such as public speaking or rhetoric. In Athens, the other democracies, public speaking and persuasion were highly prized skills. Socrates, the famous Greek philosopher, believed it was unethical to take money for teaching young people. He believed the pursuit of knowledge was more important than the art of speaking. Education in Rome was mainly for boys that came from wealthy families. Girls rarely attended school because they married at such a young age. Some girls from richer families were educated at home. They learned how to properly run a household. Learning in ancient Rome times was based on fear. Boys were beaten for the smallest offense because of the belief that if he feared being canned, he would learn correctly. There are two types of schools in ancient Rome. The first was a school for children ages 7 to 12. The more advanced school was where children learned Latin, Greek, and grammar. They also studied ancient Roman scholars. School days in Rome were believed to begin before sunrise and end late in the afternoon. Students went to school every day except on market days or religious festivals. The beginning of the school year was believed to be on March 24th. This day is supposed to honor Minerva, the Roman goddess of knowledge and wisdom. So ayon, natalakay na natin ang patungkol sa ancient education. Hanggang sa muli mga kaibigan, paalam!